Good morning, Kristen. So I was going to call this video 2 lessons learned, but really it's not lessons learned, it's reminders. So we have a deal with LBPS. On June 16th, they respond back, this is a $70,000 condo, and say MI is requiring a $12,000 promissory note from the seller. I talked to the seller and the seller is unable to do it. So we reply back, no, they're not going to contribute to the promissory note. The negotiator says, okay, I'll submit it to the MI company, see what happens. A week goes by, I call, no updates. 2 weeks go by, I call, no updates. 3 weeks go by, I call. Starting to get a little frustrated now, no updates. So I wait a couple days and I decide, let's find out what's going on with this file. I call the general customer service line and I say, I'm unable to get a hold of my negotiator. Can I please get an update on this file? So the customer service representative in the short sale department answers, looks it up, and says, well, on June 17th, and remember, we sent that counteroffer back on June 16th, June 17th, there's a letter in here from the MI company saying that the loan, that it has been approved with no contribution from the seller. Exactly what we were looking for. Why is this thing sitting here for 3 weeks and I'm being told there's no updates? Next day, I call my negotiator and I ask her for an update. She says, there is no update. I said, well, there's a letter in there from June 17th that gives us the terms that we're looking for. Maybe you want to check out that letter. Yeah, probably not the best way to go about it, but, you know, it is what it is. She says, no, that letter is not in there. I got some bad information. She says that, as a matter of fact, she just heard back from the MI company, and they're absolutely adamant about the $12,000. So now I'm confused. Maybe the customer service rep looked up the wrong thing. Talked to my seller myself, like, I'm just not in a position to do that. So we go back to LBPS, and sure enough, my negotiator is standing by her, absolutely requiring $12,000. So what do? I call customer service again. Sure enough, a completely different rep in the short sale department finds this letter. So now I know it's in there, and now I know I'm just being lied to. So I get the negotiator's manager, go around, go up to the manager, and basically express my displeasure in the way that this thing is being handled. First of all, it was almost a month gone by now. We've had this letter sitting there. This house should be closing right now. Never mind still talking about this. Well, the manager says, let me look into it. And sure enough, wouldn't you know, the very next day I get a nice email from the negotiator apologizing, saying, sorry, there was a miscommunication. And indeed, it has been approved with no contribution from the seller. The 2 reminders on this. Number 1, if your negotiator is giving you term, there's a good chance that they're lying to you. They want to get as much money out of you as possible. It's completely understandable, but there's a good chance that the terms that they're saying are not necessarily the terms that are really needed to close this deal. And number 2, if you're not getting the answer you want from your negotiator, go around them and find out from somebody else if what they're saying is true. Use customer service. If you're calling about who's the MI company, if you're calling about who's the investor, and somebody says, I can't give you that information, you hang up the phone, you call back, and you talk to somebody else. Eventually, somebody's going to give you the information that you're looking for. So, Kristen, the good news is it looks like this thing's going to be closing. The bad news is it should be closing right now, but at least we're going to get it done. So if you got any thoughts, comments on this, I'd love to hear them. As always, leave a comment below or shoot me an email, and we'll see you tomorrow.